get ready, let's get ready to rumble. Ready, let's get... Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, welcome back for another video. I am so excited and nervous, a little bit nervous, for today's video. If you haven't seen from the title, I'm doing a little bit of a challenge that seems to be trending on YouTube at the moment. I actually saw Jasmine do this, so shout out to you, babe. I will link her video below. And that is the show me a photo kind of video. I think this was a bit of a trend going around on Instagram, you guys might have seen. I loved this. I did this when I wasn't feeling too great and I absolutely loved it. It was like, show us a photo of when you were the happiest, show us a photo of when you were crying or whatever it was. I decided that I wanted to do it because it's been trending on YouTube and I wanted to make it a little bit more exciting just by showing you guys more photos and content that you've never normally seen. Most of these photos are posted like on my close friends, or they're just really old photos that I've managed to get off Facebook or places like that. Really old photos on my phone, and I just thought it would be a fun video to do. Grab myself something a little bit stronger for today's video because I think I'm gonna need it. Or I'm scared already. If you're new here, welcome. Make sure you hit subscribe, press the bell. Please check me out on Insta. I'll pop a little link here and I'll also leave one below. But definitely give me a follow over there. And I hope you guys enjoy this video. Let me know in the comments. I kind of want to do a part 2. If you enjoy it, we can do a part 2. There's nothing. Chin chin, everyone. Easy. Let's start easy. Show me a photo of you and Emily. So if you guys don't know, my really good friend Emily is also here on YouTube. We actually met on YouTube. So I have a couple of photos of me and Em. The first one is of the first video we actually filmed together. I can't look at this photo. Look at my smile. How peculiar is my smile? Yeah, this photo just cracks me up. We filmed a mukbang. They're still on our channels. They're really cringeworthy. We had just gone like full time with YouTube, but we were not in a position to do that yet. It was a huge gamble for both of us. We met at an event and we just clicked straight away. We're very alike, I feel. Yeah, this photo really cracks me up because it's the first photo we took together. I have a couple of others that I just wanted to share. This is probably my favourite photo of me and Em. This was a night out in Norfolk. We had probably one of the most random and funniest nights. I love this photo, like, it looks professional. It looks like I've taken it on some professional camera. Maybe I'd taken it on my Canon, I don't know. And then the last photo I wanted to pop on quickly of me and Em is at an OGX event. If you watched our recent live stream, you guys will know a little bit more about this event, but this photo will forever crack me up. It was the funniest and most random night, and we had like loads to drink and it was just a real laugh. So yeah, there's some of my favourite photos of me and Em. Okay, next up, people have asked for some photos of me at Freshers. So the first photo is me in a little Baywatch tee. Oh my god, I'm literally cringing at myself. This was the second day of uni, I think. Like the first night out, but like the second day of uni. You guys might know this already. I didn't love uni. I loved second and third year, but first year I really struggled to find my feet. I struggled to kind of come out of my comfort zone and make friends, which is really not like me. It was the first time in my life, I think, where I'd met so many other people that were like just as like even more loud than me or even more outgoing, and it made me really like introverted. Yeah, this was a really good night nonetheless, but I don't know why I find this photo so amusing. And the second photo is of me and one of my really good friends from uni, and as you can see, we're dressed up as a bunch of grapes. It was like a fancy dress night at uni and we went to Oceana in Nottingham. And we went as a bunch of grapes, which was kind of funny. There was a whole group of us actually. The only thing was is some dude chased me down the street, popping the balloons, like chased me, like I was running top speed. As you can see, because I've got my trainers on. Yeah, he was like trying to like burst all the balloons. It was so peculiar. I do have some good memories of uni. Next up, people have asked to see a photo of my dogs. So the first photo I've got on the screen is a pic of Harley and Buddy, which are my 2 French bulldogs. In this picture, Buddy's really small, so he looks tiny next to Harley. They're now the same size, but I just think it's such a cute photo. And then the other photo is of my 2 dogs who have sadly died. They're not here anymore, and they were like my childhood dogs growing up. So they're a chocolate lab and a golden lab. The golden lab is called Rupert and the chocolate lab is called Coco. Coco was like the dog that I had from like such a young age, and I really struggled when both of them passed away. In particular Rupert, it was just like a really stressful time. We were actually away on holiday and we had to leave early and come home because it was really sudden that he didn't get very well. Me and my family are dog obsessed, if you know us personally, and you'll also know that dogs are not animals to us, they're parts of the family. Yeah, that was like just really sad when both of them died, but I just have so many amazing memories with them. They're literally the best things ever. Someone wants to see a baby photo of me and Liv, my sister Liv. So this one I think is kind of cute. I don't know what I'm doing. Like, am I scratching her chin? I don't really know. Do I look the same? Do I kind of look the same a little bit? I don't know. Yeah, I just think that photo is really cute. Someone wanted to see pictures of me when I was at my most drunk. I got a few funny ones. So the first one I have, I can't believe I'm putting this out there, is a photo of me in a taxi in Barcelona. I went to Barcelona with all of my uni girls when we graduated uni. It was one of the funnest trips ever. We rented an Airbnb, and this Airbnb was in the middle of nowhere, down the dodgiest street. There was no lift in the building, you had to go up these spiral stairs that literally, it just went on and on and on. It was, the actual apartment itself was okay, but like where it was located and stuff, it was just not a vibe. I had to walk for miles to get to like Barcelona town. And we went on a night out one night. We met these Americans who like played professional tennis, and we all got absolutely wrecked. And I ended up like that in the back of the taxi. So that same trip, 2 days later, I have this photo, me asleep on someone's sofa bed. I don't need to explain that. Like, you can see your girl was just not, she was asleep. I tend to fall asleep when I get really drunk, as we can tell is a reoccurring theme. And the final picture I have of me drunk is of my friend's birthday. It was like a big night out. I think it was her 22nd. And we went to a club in London. And I tend to do this as well, balance drinks on my head when I'm drunk. I don't know what I'm doing when I'm drunk. I've got a lot more drunk photos and videos. So if I do end up doing a part 2, trust me, I can really expose myself. I have some really funny videos. A few of you guys wanted to see photos of me when I graduated. I have this photo here with 2 of the girls that are in the same degree as me. And then I have this little boomerang, which is like my favourite little grad video and like pic, because a lot of people went and did a year abroad, and I chose not to do a year abroad. So I just did 3 years of uni and that was it. Because I chose not to do the year abroad, a lot of my friends and girlfriends that I had made went off to America, and I was like, oh my gosh, I'm all by myself. Luckily I had guy friends who honestly were like my best friends at the 3rd year of uni. Like, I don't know what I would have done without them, because I had no girlfriends that were left on my degree. Just love those little grad pics because they're just cute. We wanted to see a photo of my 21st birthday. So this is a photo of me at my 21st. I don't know why I look scared of my cake. This was the coolest cake. I think I have a picture of that as well, so I'll put it on the screen. I regret this outfit so much. This was a House of CB dress, and at the time I was like, oh, this is like cute, like I love this dress. I look back in hindsight and it just looks a bit small for me, and it just doesn't look great. I definitely didn't feel like 100% confident on this night. I rented out Picture and Piano in Nottingham, which was where I was going to uni at the time, and I just had a load of friends. So many friends came up from like where I live down south, which I thought was just so nice of all of my friends that travelled. It was a really good night out until I got thrown out of the club. If you know me well, or if you know me in my personal life, I have a thing of getting thrown out of nightclubs. I've not done it in quite a few years, probably because of the global pandemic, but hey ho. It was my 21st birthday. I'm sure worse things have happened to people than get thrown out of a club. Some people want to see a picture of me and my ex. I actually wasn't gonna answer this, I was gonna just ignore it. But there's no tea, there's no shade. We're actually really good friends. We went out for 2 and a bit years, I wanna say. It's actually the night we met. Is this the night? Yeah, this is the night we met. We met at a festival. We have no bad blood whatsoever. We're on really good terms. And when I was actually thinking of doing YouTube and I started out my YouTube channel, he was one of my biggest supporters. Like, I had so many people that kind of laughed at me and was like, what are you doing? But he was like, no, go for it, do it. So yeah, we have a really good friendship. And there's no bad blood. Although when I texted him and I was like, do you mind if I put a picture of you in this video? He was like, yeah, can you at my Instagram in the video? So it's with me when I was at my happiest. I have 2 photos here. The first 2 are of me in Mykonos in 2019. Mish took this picture. We were at a place called Scorpios, which actually is not somewhere that I love and would recommend if you're going to Mykonos. But everything about these 2 photos, like, I don't know what it is about Mykonos. It like makes me feel so myself, so just happy and in the moment, in like literally the present moment. I think we were watching the sunset, and it just, for me, is like the epitome of my happy place. I love these photos. I also am like holding a big glass of gin and tonic, so inevitably it was always going to be one of my favourite photos. I have another one which I want to put up as well, and the irony of this photo is actually I'm at SW4, which is a festival here in the UK. This was last year, And I was so happy in this moment. But the irony was, like, an hour before, I had had like a bit of a panic about the festival, and I was like just on the tube having like a real panic. Like, I was trying to talk to my friends, but I was not mentally there. I was so distracted. I felt really anxious about the day and unsettled and stressed, and I forced myself to go. I was like, I can't go home now. I'm all the way here. Like, I have to go. I ended up having probably one of the best days ever. I have so many amazing memories from this festival, and it was just like a day festival. The sun was shining in the UK, which is just one of the best feelings. The music was great. I had loads of cider and wine and just amazing memories with like my really good friends. It makes me like kind of emotional because what I would do to go back to that now. Someone said, show us a photo of some of your best fancy dress costumes. So I have a couple to actually share with you guys. I'll start with the first one, which is me dressed up as Goldilocks with my really good friend Scott. So I really wanted to go. This is like when I was like 15, I think, 15 or 16, I can't remember. My friend had a Halloween party at her house, which ended up being so funny because her dad like threw a load of people out because there were too many people there, and he's like, you need to get out. It was so funny because we went from thinking we were really cool to like really not cool. And what did she go as? I think she went as Dorothy. My other friend went as a sailor. My friend Kayla, who you guys might know on this channel. It was just so random. I decided to go as Goldilocks, but I wanted 3 bears. So my friend Scott went all out in this bear costume. Then I had another friend of mine who also dressed up as a bear. And then I brought like a cuddly bear, like a teddy, for my 3 bears. Which, I mean, the dedication to this outfit, considering nobody really gave a shit, was kind of funny. I can do a fancy dress party. I will be so, so happy. The iconic fancy dress moment is when I dressed up as a bride. This was for a night out at uni, and yeah, I'd always wanted to dress up as a bride. And funny story, a random girl stole my veil. Like, she pulled it out my hair and stole it on the night out. And my friend that I was with was like, she's not gonna steal your veil, and like hunted the girl down that had the veil in her hair and like took out her hair and was like, that's my friend's veil. Like, and I wore it and all sassy, and it was like covered in like sticky beer and alcohol, and it had been like ripped, and I think it had been dragged across the floor, so it was covered in like black like mud. If you guys could see what I looked like at the end of the night versus the beginning of the night, none of this outfit that's so white was white anymore. Like, I looked like I'd been dragged through the mud. Me a photo of you with some YouTubers. Now, I thought about showing you guys photos of me with like with like Mish, with Flossie, with Lewis, with Jordan Lipscomb, like Sid and Al. Like, there's so many people that I've met from YouTube, which is so weird to me because half of those people I've grown up watching, or I've watched forever, or I've just been obsessed with their videos, and I think they're great creators on this platform. But I wanted to throw it back and do something which was a little bit out of the box and show you guys some really funny photos. I'll start with the first one. Yes, that is me with Alfie, Pointless Blog, Sam Pepper. Do we remember Sam Pepper? Does anyone comment below if you remember Sam Pepper? He was a big YouTuber and then kind of like had this crazy scandal. I don't even know if you'd call it a scandal because it's even worse than that. He basically was sexually assaulting women on his platform, like filming it for pranks and stuff. But this was when he was like at his cool phase. And then next to that is Casper Lee. That is Casper Lee in the corner. Really embarrassing story. When I met Pointless Blog and Sam Pepper, this was so long ago. I was doing work experience and I was still at school. So honestly guys, this was like years ago. I was actually in my work experience outfit, and the little letter I have in my hand is from the work experience job. And I saw Pointless Blog and I was like, oh my god, that's Alfie Pointless Blog, like was obsessed with his channel. And they were like, oh, let's get our friend Casper in the photo. And I don't even know if Casper had even started his channel yet at this point, or he'd just started on YouTube. So I wasn't too sure who he was. And now obviously like he's Casper Lee. So this photo kind of makes me laugh, kind of makes me feel a little bit awkward because I'm standing next to Sam Pepper. Yeah, like how random. I think this was like on Carnaby Street. I had to go and pick up, I did some work experience for a brand called Gemma Kid, who back in the day was a makeup company, and I had to go and pick up some lipsticks from Illamasqua. So random. And it was the Illamasqua on Carnaby Street, and that's where I'm like literally bumped into them. Like I literally saw them and I was like, oh my gosh. I also have this photo, which is kind of a funny photo. This is from a job that I did with, it was a YouTube channel called Awesomeness TV. I think the American one is still running, but they had a UK one called Awesomeness TV UK. I don't know why this photo just cracks me up so much. Like Jake Boys is in it, Adam Waith is in it, Amy's in it, Harry and Sam. So they were like, they were like cool YouTubers. Saying they're not cool YouTubers anymore, that is not what I am saying at all. This is like not a shady video, but I just mean when I was asked, I randomly got an email. I think I'd been doing YouTube for like not that long. I was at uni, I think I was in first year of uni, and someone reached out to me and they emailed me and they were like, do you want to be involved in this YouTube video for Awesomeness TV? Like, come down and you can film some videos with us. And I was like, yeah, okay. Petrified, like honestly petrified. Went along to this event. I look like I'm all like confident and smiling in the middle. I was shit scared, guys. Like, they were all friends with each other. They all knew each other and hanging out. This was like their job. Like, YouTube was their thing. I was a student. I had just like properly started YouTube. I didn't know any of these boys. It was like a dating thing where we had to like help some of the boys go on dates with people. Honestly, I can't tell you how shy I was, probably, and rude. I probably came across so flippin' rude because I just didn't talk to any of them because I was so scared. Since this photo has been taken, I've actually met Adam again at Emily Cannon's 1 million subscriber party, and he's really funny. Like, we had a few drinks and he's like a really nice guy, but at this, I can't tell you, I was so scared. Like, I barely spoke to anyone. So it kind of makes me laugh when I look at this photo. That was so awkward. I think I got paid like 50 quid for the day, and I filmed like literally 6 videos with them. And I would love to know what the boys got paid for that. I would love to know. That would be super interesting. Obviously they were like big names, so they were inevitably going to get paid more money than me, but I just mean as in, I think I was doing it for like absolutely nothing, but I didn't realise at the time I was doing it for nothing. Obviously didn't have anyone to tell me that I should have been charging more money. I just saw it as a great opportunity, and it was a really, really fun day, and it was a really good opportunity for me to try and grow on YouTube. Show us a photo of your family. So this is a photo of my family. This photo is kind of recent, it's from the summer. I vlog and I kind of include my sister a lot now on the channel and stuff, and my mum every now and again. My dad is a little bit more quiet on the channel, I guess, but he's really funny, so at some point I definitely want to have him on. So this was my first car. I had a cream Mini 1. Oh my god, I have so many amazing memories of this car. Can we just start by talking about my platform Converse in this photo? Like, whoa honey, that was a vibe. Absolutely loved this car. It was my pride and joy. I like passed my test as soon as like I could, basically, and I used to drive to sixth form, and like we could park our cars at sixth form and stuff, and I just have so many amazing memories of that car. I was so sad when I traded it in. After I had this car, I traded it in for a Mini Countryman, which I had for a little bit, and I did really like. It's a really lovely car to drive. But when I started making a little bit more money here on YouTube, and I wanted to kind of like make a big purchase and something that I was so excited about, I decided to get my Jeep. So I have a Jeep Wrangler. You guys have asked what car I drive, so I thought I'd put it in this video. It is a Chelsea Truck Co. Jeep, so they kind of take Jeeps and then sort of like rejig them a little bit. So they added in the red leather seats, they add like huge tyres and like kind of make it really obnoxious and silly. But I've always loved Jeeps. Since the age of 15, I've been obsessed with them. I even have photos on my phone of when I was younger and I would see Jeeps out and about, and I'd just take pictures of them because I loved them so, so much. So it was always like my dream car that I never thought ever I would own. It's still such a pinch me moment that this is my car. I know some people are going to be like, that's such a materialistic thing, but for me it's like something that I achieved was like this car, and yeah, I absolutely love this car. I cannot even begin to tell you, it's my pride and joy. You guys said show us a picture of you in Paris, and I have this picture of me and Mish by the Eiffel Tower. I think this will always be probably my favourite picture of Paris, and just, yeah, of that time in my life. Like, I love this photo. I love the Eiffel Towers in the background. It's such a Pinterest Tumblr pic for me. It was a real pinch me moment. Mish actually was working with a brand and she asked if I wanted to come with her on the trip, and it definitely was one of those like, what the heck is going on? Is this my job now? It's like, what is happening? I am Paris like obsessed, you guys will know. A few of you guys wanted to see some photos of me and Phoebe. I have an array of photos of me and Phoebe that I'm sure I'm putting on the screen right now. Look at this photo of me and Phoebe when we met. This makes me cry with laughter. Like, honestly, I can't even cope with it. Well, Phoebe in particular looks like a different person. I have a couple of others. I have this one of me and Phoebe's in Mykonos, which always makes me laugh. Me being a massive poser, and then there she is behind, like, honestly, she's one of my funniest friends. I just laugh together all the time. I have too many photos of me and Phoebe and videos to even share with you guys. I can't even. Some of you wanted to see a photo of my prom dress, so I have these pictures of my prom. I didn't actually get a prom when I was 16. I actually ended up just getting a sixth form prom, and I actually went to an all-girls school for the majority of my education. So I didn't have like a traditional prom, as in like you couldn't bring a date, like, you know, couldn't bring a boy. But I went to this prom with my girlfriends who I met in that sixth form. The nicest group of girls probably I've ever met. Just like kind, friendly, really welcoming to me. I had the most amazing 2 years with them. My dress is very Frozen. I don't know if I'd pick this dress now if I could go back in time, but at the time I loved it, and I still think it's beautiful, and I do love the colour. It was a very striking colour. My little bouffant hairstyle, I'm not sure about either. Like, what's that all about? It's like I'd backcombed my hair and done like a little like puffy bit. I'm not sure about that. Someone said when you were at your lowest. Now, I'm not really one for like taking pictures of myself when I'm crying, just because I'm a really ugly looking crier, and I think I'm too in my feels at that point to start taking photos of myself. But I definitely have one where I was really, really sad, and I think people had an inkling around me, but I was doing a really good job of pretending I was okay, like going on nights out and just kind of just pushing through the feelings. I don't look sad at all in this photo, but I actually was. The camera always lies. Like, will never get that saying, like, the camera never lies. It lies. Angles, lighting, emotions. You can fake a smile in a photo. So yeah, the camera does lie sometimes, guys. When I said post a photo of you just before a date, now I think I do have a photo of me just before a date, which I'll pop up here. It's probably just an outfit picture that I was sending to one of my friends on the group chat, like, is this cute? But I also have a more scandalous photo that I thought I would share with you guys, and this is a photo of me when I got stood up. So I was meant to go on a date with someone, and I don't think they bothered to cancel me. I think they just didn't even text me, and I'd got ready and everything. I think I posted this photo like sassy on Instagram and put something like, you're giving me a headache, or I've got a headache, something so cringy. Someone said post a photo of you with some of your subscribers. I have this photo. This is one of my favorite photos. This is me and my two best friends in Marbella, and then the two girls that are also with us were subscribers. They were in Marbella and they saw what bar we were at, and they like came along and said hi. We ended up going on a night out, all of us, and had one of the funniest nights. They were the nicest girls. I think I follow both of them on Instagram still. I think they're great. Yeah, this was such a funny night. I also have this photo of me with another subscriber. This is Soph, who I follow on Instagram, and we need to meet up. We met in Mykonos. She was with her boyfriend and I was with Phoebe, and she came over to me while we were having dinner and was just like, hi, I watch your videos. And I was like, oh, I'm in Mykonos and I've met someone that watches my videos. I think we had like flaming sambucas together and a really funny night. So she was just the nicest girl. And whenever I meet any of you guys, especially when it's on a night out, like I love meeting you guys regardless, but when we meet on a night out, we always have such funny times together. So yeah, they're probably my two favourite subscriber pics. Someone has asked to see a photo of me with my best friends. I'm going to pop these pictures in here. These are loads of pictures of me with my best friends. When I say my best friends, like, you know, I have a lot of good friends here on this platform and that I love dearly, but these are like my OG kind of friends, like girls that I grew up with when I was super, super young. We're just like, our bond is unbreakable. So I love all of these girls so much. All of these photos are my favourite. I kind of think this one's my favourite, which is me and my friend Kayla surrounded by a load of boys in a swimming pool. This photo was taken in Marbella at a like beach party. Oh my god, this was just one of the funniest moments. Like, we met these random Danish guys who were so lovely. All of them were so nice. We had like glasses of champagne, and we were swimming in this pool, so drunk, getting all these pictures with them. Like, they went on Instagram or something, and everyone was like, who are all these boys? And we were like, it's so not like that. They were literally just friends. Like, we had a really funny day just talking to them. Look how happy me and my friend Kayla look, surrounded by all these boys. It literally cracks me up. It's like they've literally made our day. Yeah, guys, that is it, I think, for this video. This has been a long one, so if you're still here, well done. Some of you are going to be like, this was so boring. Hopefully some of you will have enjoyed it. I kind of want to do a part 2, but I kind of want to do a part 2 with videos, because I have a lot of interesting videos. But I hope you did enjoy it. Feel free to leave a comment below. Let me know if you guys liked it. I definitely got a little bit more personal with you guys, showed you more of my life that was kind of normal before 2020, and I'm sure we're going to get back to it at some point. But these are just amazing memories. I feel super, super lucky. This is a really nice video to film tonight, and it's put me in the best mood. I hope you guys all enjoyed it. Feel free to leave me your comments below. Let me know your favourite memory of maybe this year or the year previous, or just favourite memory in general. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thanks for all of the questions over on Insta. Don't forget to hit subscribe, check me out over there, and I'm sure I will see you very, very soon. Bye, guys.